Global warming is one of the world's biggest challenges.
2014 will go down as the warmest year around the globe in recorded history.
2015 was the warmest year on record globally.
When it comes to climate, 2016 was one for the history books.
2017 is on track to be one of the top 3 hottest years on record.
The consequences of global warming are enormous.
The problem, of course, is that no country is willing to say that they're going to do more.
Climate change is the 800-pound gorilla in the living room that the media dances around.
The cause of global warming must be dealt with. But do we really know what it is? We set out to find what people thought the main cause of global warming is.
I think it's just us, like human, like depleting natural resources.
I think it's emissions, cars, factories, cars. I think cars.
I believe it's pollution. I don't know much about it, but I think it's mainly caused about pollution.
They are all right. However, no one mentioned the bigger cause: livestock farming. In fact, it produces 18 times more greenhouse gases than all transport in the world combined.
Okay, so humans have always eaten meat and flesh, in animal flesh. So it would have been very difficult for humans to evolve into the current humans that we know today just on a vegan or vegetarian diet. Animal protein is the protein that is best absorbed by the body, but there's definitely no question about it. Eating meat that comes from a farm is adding to climate change. It's just what you do if you're actually aware of the fact and you want to have an individual responsibility for your actions, then you can choose meat that is more sustainably produced, that has got a lower carbon footprint because it's produced locally, that it's got less impact to the environment because it's produced with less polluting agents and so on. Quite a recent development to add antibiotics in meat production. And what it enables is meat producers to churn out much larger amounts of meat from farms than if they were not using antibiotics, where they need to really care for the animals so they don't get sick. The way to produce meat that is less intensive in antibiotics, or that hasn't got any antibiotics at all, is by reducing the scale of farming and actually going into smaller, more independent farms where animals are actually taken care of more individually. So it's more ethically sourced, and it almost goes from the farm to the butcher in a way, as opposed to being part of this massive chain of food production that is the reality in most supermarkets. When you're buying a chicken or a piece of beef, it's just a factory product, really. At one point or another, we will need to rethink how much meat we're consuming. So I think professionals like myself can bring about awareness just by pointing to different options. So there's the option to buy the food in the supermarket that comes in a pack where there's no label at all, it's just beef, and that's likely to come from the super mass-produced farm with 100,000 cows all in the same place with no, just fed pellets and given loads of hormones and antibiotics, as opposed to maybe the more expensive option that's going to have a label that says grass-fed, antibiotic-free, just read the labels, not to be alarmed, but at least be aware of the choice. So there's no doubt that meat eating is adding to climate change. Just relax, the world is a polluted place in general anyway in 2017. Whatever you can control because your own awareness, great. Whatever you cannot, just chill, because it's going to happen anyway.
I'm such a meat lover.
No.
No, I'll be honest, no.
Sure, yeah. Okay, I can cut down on pork. But it should beef's the only one.
Okay, just one bacon sandwich a day, I can stick with that.
But now it kind of like made me realise that it's really bad. So yeah, I'll be more aware of it, and I'll try to, I don't know, use something.
Businesses and firms should like follow like social responsibilities and be more environmentally green, probably. And
was not aware.
That's something that we should be more aware of.
They should put that on like packs of bacon, like you know how they do with cigarettes.